Okay, so let's start with the today we are going to discuss with how to capitalize characters and words. What are the rules and how do we follow those rules, right? Anytime if you have question, please ask. We will answer at the same time. So what is capitalization? Is capitalization means a capital letter, using of capital letters. For example, how do we use A, capital A instead of small a? Why we use that? And these letters basically help to the readers reading and writing without any confusion. I'll show you how. So we are going to discuss in the whole lesson these points. Number one, the first word in a sentence, why that is capital, and what is importance for that. Why we use pronoun I. Pronouns and nouns are a different subject. We will come on that as well in the next sessions as well. The first letter of a proper noun should be always capital. I'll give you example why they should be capital. First letter of month, day, holidays should be capital, but not for seasons. I'll tell you why. First letter of nationalities, religions, races of people means castes, and languages always comes in capital letters. First letter in person's title always comes in title, capital letter. Geographic areas, cities, state, countries, mountains, oceans, rivers, etc. All should be in capital letters. The first letter should be capital letter. I'll give you examples as well. First letter of each major word in the title of the book, movie, and article should always be the capital one. So this is example. First word in a sentence. When we make it first word in a sentence, it should be always capital. So sentence is a combination of many words. That means one line. For example, if I say I grew up in India, and I is capital always. She left a message on my phone. So she will be S will be capital always. The last line says, let's discuss over Skype, please. Let's L is capital according to the rule, but why Skype's S is capital? So we are coming on that because Skype is a noun, it's a product name, it's not a verb. So there is a difference between verb and noun, right? There's one pronoun called I. That is very important. Wherever this will come, it should be capital always. Please remember. So the examples are in India, there is comma, right? Because we are giving a pause. So along with that, when we are learning capitalization of using how to use capital letters, I'm also going to tell a little bit about why and how we are going to give pauses. So when you write on a Skype, you should give pauses like this. In India, Mohali is a place where I am working. So we cannot write I small. That is completely wrong. Okay. India is a country where I grew up. So India is I capital because it's a sentence. It's a sentence started, and I is capital because it's a pronoun. It's always capital. It should be called capital always. Client said that I need to improve my communication. So C is a capital by default because this is a sentence, but I is a capital because it's a pronoun. You cannot make small I. Is that clear? Yes. So then comes a proper noun, specific name. So nouns are names, specific name. The winner is a name, right? So the winner wants to play football with us. So here two rule applies actually. One is sentence rule or one's noun rule. But I'll give you few examples where name will be coming at the end, but that will be still capital letter. This email is from Greg. Greg is a noun. That's why it's capital. Okay. I graduated from Punjab University. So Punjab University is a noun. Okay. So that's why it's capital. I don't like Coca-Cola. Why? Because Coca-Cola is a product. It's a name. It's a noun. So whenever there is a noun, it should be always a capital letter. She likes Godiva chocolates. So Godiva is again brand. It's a name. It's a noun. Okay. So this is the reason we are using capital letters for specific names. Then few examples I will explain you regarding nationalities, religions, races of people and languages. We often eat South Indian food. So there is very nice thing here to understand is all the all the directions. I mean north, south, east, west, always in lowercase, not capitals. But when you add this with the country, religion, we cannot add in a religion, of course. So when you add with the city, South Bombay, South East Bombay, so then it comes in capital, right? Otherwise, it should be small always. So we often eat South Indian food. So South Indian is a nationality. So that's why it's a capital. I want to master many languages such as Spanish, Korean, Chinese, and Russian. So the languages are always capital, right? You cannot make lower lower letter for that. Then comes religion. There is one Christian church in my town. So this is noun. Sorry, this is name. Sorry, this is religion. I mean place of religion. So that's why it's coming capital. Capital. That's why here I mentioned capitalize north, west, south, and east when they refer to a section of country and state and city. Right? Not always. So do not capitalize north, west, east when they used as a direction, just a direction. For example, and do not capitalize seasons like summer, winter, and spring as in capital. So there is another example of using n capital for north. Northwest is a place, and the winter small, W is small, is very cold in the northwest. Sun sets in the west, so west is small because there is no direction used at all. So from this we understood that nationalities, religions, races of people, and languages always comes capital letter. Okay. First letter of month, days, and holidays always should be capital letter. So most of the time you write dates in Skype, so you write small letters. Today is June 8, 2011. Anjali's birthday is in this Thursday. Thursday day. That's why it's capital. The shops will be closed on Diwali. It's a festival. It's a festival, right? It's a holiday, maybe national holiday. The summer small. It's going to be very hot. So no seasons will be basically used as in a capital. Seasons always will be in small letters. Clear? Any letter of a person's title should always be capital. My name is Agnivesh Tiwari, right? So Agnivesh, A is capital, T is capital. Its name. Hello, Dr. Willard. So Dr. Willard, doctor is a title. So we use capital D for that. We cannot write small d, right? This is Mr. Anuj Sharma. So again, Mr. Anuj Sharma. M should be capital, not small. In order to express respect, kindly use last name with Dr., Mr., Mrs. All. So there is very good thing to understand here is if you are using Dr., Mr., you cannot say like this, Mr. Agnivesh. Sounds very irrespective. I mean, people doesn't like that. So you can say Mr. Tiwari. Agnivesh is a first name, Tiwari is a last name. So it can be a Mr. Agnivesh Tiwari, either Mr. Tiwari only, right? So that should be taken care of always. Then again, city, state, country, mountains, always capital. My destination is Paris, France. Paris is a city and France is the country. Hawaii is the middle of Pacific Ocean. Hawaii is a place and Pacific Ocean is as a river, a kind of place, and kind of river. I mean, kind of ocean, not a river actually. Okay, and the title of the book, movie, and article should always be capital. Every letter of the title should be capital. That's it. Tolstoy's War and Peace is my favorite novel. So Tolstoy's War and Peace is my favorite novel. So this is title Tolstoy's War and Peace. I found the article How to Write a Ruby on Rails Code. So in this, there are few mistakes that should be considered. How to write, if you want to make it like this, how to write a Ruby 2 and A cannot be capital, T cannot be capital, but codes C should be capital here. So I basically changed a little bit on that to make you better understanding. The title first letter will be always capital, right? Not the joining words like to, a, and are joining words. So those cannot be capital. Okay. Yes. So this is the question, the quiz that you have to solve, and we will go on one by one, right? And I'll ask you how to correct the first sentence. I was born in Amritsar, India, but grew up in London. I capital. I capital. A capital Amritsar and India capital. Capital. Okay. L London ka L capital. That's perfect. So this is perfect. I was born in India and grew up in London. And next is Mr. M is capital. Mr. M capital. W capital. Willard's W. Right? Good. If you want to walk, if you walk more, two more blocks, you will be able to see Mountain Rocky. So correct this sentence. If you walk more, two more blocks, you will be able to see Mountain Rocky. I capital. I capital. M T Rocky. I am capital or R capital. Mount Rocky is a mountain name, so it should be capital. My family will have a summer vacation in Hawaii. So Avtar will explain. M capitals. M I capital M I. And H Hawaii. Hawaii is H capital because it's noun. Okay. I did not want to cook tonight, so I just ordered Thai food for dinner. I capital always because it starts with Thai is T capital because it's nationalities and food, whatever we can understand. So Thai is food capital. All right. Now We just understood where we use capital letters in the beginning of the sentence, why we use I, right? In between of sentence, we have complete recorded class. You can view it on YouTube once again. Okay, so let's come to the next topic: interjections. So, what are interjections? Are so most of the time when you communicate over Skype, then you need to show some expressions. Like most of the client shows an expression, but we are not able to show our expressions. So interjection is a word express some kind of emotion. It can be used as a filler, I mean, as a gap. Interjection do not have a grammatically function in sentence and are not related to other parts of sentence. So these are only small words. Those makes your words and sentences good one and beautiful one. If in interjection is omitted, sentence still makes sense. अगर आप interjection हटा भी देते हो, then it sentence will be not changed. It will be stay as it is, but there will be no emotions at all, right? For example, ouch, that hurts, right? So someone, if someone hurts, then I say, oh, that hurts. So it sounds like there are some emotions over there, right? Then we say, well, I need a break. So, well, simply you can say I need a break, but that doesn't sound good when I say, well, I need a break. So that sounds a little bit better, right? And when someone wear a very nice dress, we say, wow, what a beautiful dress. So we can say simply, what a beautiful dress. That doesn't make that excitement. So if we say, wow, what a beautiful dress, then it will be definitely make sense. So whenever you want to make some stress, then put an exclamation sign after that. Dress. So that's why we put an exclamation sign over there. Right? So when you are expressing a strong emotion, use an exclamation mark. A comma can be used for a weaker emotions. So there is a difference, right? Comma can be used as a pause and as also a weaker emotions. So we can say expression will be like this: wow, what a beautiful dress. So we can say, wow, what a beautiful dress. So dress makes more stress. So that's why we use. So there are very common expressions that our client use, and most of the time we can also use that, but should not be very frequently. Should be very appropriate. So, for examples, when someone, most of the time when we make mistakes, we say, "I'm sorry." So we can say, "Oh, oops, I'm sorry. That was my mistake." Right? So it makes your sentence good, very good, right? Jesus is something Christian use in small name of Jesus Christ. So we say in our language we say um, um, Hiraba and any kind of signs, right? Oh, geez. And geez is something kind of joy and sorrow as well. So it can be joy as a sorrow as well. So we are remembering someone, some kind of God, that something it's very good or something very down. So I do I need to do it again because something this expression will come when you will be doing something from a long time and you have to do it again. So you say, oh, geez, I have to do it again, right? So there is some sorrow and sadness in that. And sometimes I say, I do not know that. I did not know that. But we say, oh, I didn't knew that, right? So that is a different expressions. Say yes or no, yes, no, nope. So most of the time you might have like experienced people use nope, N-O-P-E, no. So that is also no, a no, a kind of no. But it's a kind of interjection that makes sentence a little bit better. Just yes, because exclamation sign, I'm putting stress on yes. Yes, I will do it. And no, I'm not going to go there. No, I'm not going to go there. Right? And then say no, That's not what I want. Okay, so you can make it like this. No, that's not what I want, but no does make more sense. Sense, and it makes your words more beautiful to understand. We can indicate a pause with well, hum, so like that. So most of the time we use that, but well is a word that I will encourage you to use that. Not those rest of two words, but well is always should be used whenever some situation comes over there in our Skype discussion, right? So when someone is not understanding, let's say, well, let me explain you once again, right? So that's more better than expressing something that you are avoiding that person. Okay. So there are two corrections that you have to make. This is kind of exercise. The exercise we can say what should be B's expression. I got a perfect score on the math exam. So what should I use? Well, wow, and wow, I got a perfect score on the math exam. So that is the correct projection for that. Okay. So next is what should be the following expression? My computer just crashed. Geez, my computer just crashed. Oh geez, my computer just crashed. Okay. Geez is something kind of expression and say, oh my god, kind of word. So this is a small name of Jesus Christ. Oh geez, when we remember someone, like in our language, we remember Hayuraban kind of stuff. So that oh geez, yeah. But it can be in both the cases, in the joy and in the sadness as well, right? So this is where we use G's. No, we explained everything actually, but we have recorded this class. This class is just recording. It's going on, and we will put it on YouTube. You all can view that, right? And then is last is we need to fill a blank. Okay, and there's a new word that I'm going to tell you. Most of the time, our clients use that word. So say, please dash on while I get you your folder. Wait, please wait. The correct word is hang. Please hang on. Please hang on while I get your folder. And after on, you can put in small comma. Please hang on. So hang on is a word that we use. Please wait. So wait better than use hang on, right? Because in US people use hang on word more than wait. Okay, when we are doing communication and we want to put someone on hold, we say just hang on, right? So this is what we have covered so far. We covered why we use capital letters and in which situation and why we use and how should we use interjections. Right? This is a very small class and few new classes will be coming on nouns, verbs. I'm not sure either we should do for sentences as well, past, present, or future, because you all know once again. But if there is a requirement, we can repeat that. But I do not want you to put so much stress on grammar. Whenever you try to speak, just just speak a natural. Do not translate that into your own language. So when you speak in English, do not try to translate that in your language. So what happens when you speak in English? You first in the back of the mind you translate that into your language and then you convert. So there is processing power that's more need more time and you just stop like you stop fumbling in communication. So the best thing is to make better communication and better speaking skills are read and speak that. Take the newspaper, read and speak that loudly. And then second is watch BBC news channel where you listen at what the pronunciation is like that. And the best thing you should have is vocabulary. You should know as many as words you can. So make a habit of understanding two or three words every day, right? And those words will be very helpful. Within 6 months, you will be having a huge vocabulary for that. Okay. So this class has been ended. We have recorded this class on a GoToMeeting, and we will be putting that on YouTube very soon. Right? Thank you very much for all of your time.
Thank you.